Check, check. Test. Test, check. All right. Coming alive here. I'm just in the middle of a game that I'm testing, and I thought I'd come on because I want to stream and I want to discuss, show some of the new features in the game today. But I'm gonna wait a few minutes and let some people join up because I hadn't said anything at all about streaming today. So here we are. So I'm just gonna play around for a little bit, and as we get closer to the top of the hour, maybe I'll start talking about what I'm doing. Anyway, here we go. So I'll just kind of let you know where I am at the moment. This is a map that I converted from Empire Deluxe Enhanced Edition. As you can recognize this landmass here, looks like South America. That's kind of where I started. I started over here in this area, and this is a map done by Thoba, and it's pretty incredible actually. It's pretty big. It's let's see, it's 365 by 205. It's only got a horizontal wrap to it, and it's quite large, and it's got all these cities here. It's very populated, and what's interesting is that it's not balanced by real world population. It's more just kind of balanced, and that makes for a very interesting interesting game. I mean, I'm sorry. And so I've been having fun playing this map. I've actually put a lot of hours into this one because there's all sorts of cool stuff that I can test with it. And this is a new feature right here, is the city names, and I'll go over some of that stuff later. So I'm just going to play for a little bit till some more people maybe round up if they want to. Let some people know that I'm up and around, and then I'm going to go into it. So yeah, I'm just going to play. So here we go. Check my production. I'm just wrapping up South America, and then I'm on my way to North America, although I'm going to send some exploration groups towards Europe and Asia very soon so that we can find out where the AI player is. I've only got one AI player on here. He's actually really good on this map. It's the expanding player. And he gets quite tough if you give him too much time. So I'm going to play aggressively tonight in trying to locate him. But I still have a long way to go. And, yeah. I'm very pleased with how the game has come out. The testing has just been wonderful on it, and it really is a lot of fun to play. I'm really enjoying myself just testing it. Is really nice, and I've really enjoyed it. It feels a lot of fun, like a lot of fun, and like I said, on this map, I've just been playing a ton of testing time on this. I think, this is actually, this build is on Steam now. I'm actually playing through Steam for this. It is, I think I've clocked just this week like 35 hours on it in testing. And I'm still playing. I'm having a great time. So it's really worked out well. I'm very pleased with it. You know, I'm sure some people on Steam won't like it because it's not fancy or whatever, but I tell you, it's a lot of fun. And just a lot of hours are put into it. So I'm not worried about what other people have to say about it. I'm really, really happy with where it is. It always could be better. It certainly isn't perfect, but boy, is it a lot of fun. And I'm very happy about that. I feel very proud with it, if you couldn't tell. I'm just very, very pleased with where everything's going. Let's see, do I want to pick those guys up? No. All right. Okay, so what I've discovered with this map, as you can see, I'm producing a ton of engineers, because what I've discovered with this map is that later in the game, you're really, and I play harsh resources, and later in the game, you discover that you're really going to need have your resources built up. You're very confined on this map to some degree, which is funny because there's tons of cities everywhere. But you don't want to overproduce, so I work on developing production early with this game, and then develop some roads if I think there's going to be a point of conflict that I need to push up to. And it's really been nice, once again, what I keep saying. Okay, so this guy needs to figure out where he wants to go. I don't think there's another engineer down there, but he's gonna wander on this way. But yeah, it's funny because I have been creating a bunch of engineers for this. See, I'm really tempted to start building a city along the coastline here, heading up to the U.S. That may not be a bad idea. And I'm using hotkeys for a lot of this. And I would recommend when you start playing that you use hotkeys. That's for sure. That looks like Cuba to me. Alrighty. Right now you can't have enough transports. Actually, yeah, I'll just do transports there. Well, I'd like to... This guy's actually going to produce a patrol boat because we're going to pick up all these little Caribbean islands that are floating around. Is he still producing? Yeah, he can quit. What is my production on this coast? It needs to drop to 0. marshal everybody where they can get used. Like I said, really tempted to start a road. I think I'm gonna there. And just work it up the coast just in case I need something later. He's just gonna want to make it on up. See, alright, what else do I have that's still producing? Okay, not much. It looks like they actually want to go over there. These guys are heading towards Europe. Hopefully, yeah, a player will be mired somewhere else. He certainly doesn't appear to be mired anywhere in Central America. And so we wanna locate him. And it's a big planet. Let's see. I think he's gonna work roads. And he's heading up. That's good. I think he's going to come back down and pick those guys up. He's kind of like my local bus. Still making stuff down there. See, it's just, this map's great because it's a lot of cities, and it's a lot of cities. Ooh, there's something there to capture. I'm just going to keep producing here until he runs out. Oops, press the wrong key. Continuing to explore. I think I'm going to make another engineer here. I guess I could start playing faster now that this up. These two guys are going to go over there. This guy's going to hope to get picked up. There he goes. Alrighty. There's a resource. He's going to move over there. Right, just come out. He's going to start that road I was talking about. The other guy, he takes I shouldn't have done that. Well, the Caribbean islands certainly look clear of the AI, so I only have one player going, and so I don't know. Let's see if there's something in there. Yep, there sure was. Okay. I only have one AI going, so it's kind of a softy game. I really enjoy working the development of the build. There's still no. He's making cruisers. Oh, what's this? We found land. It's probably Africa. See, pretty soon I'm gonna have to head to the west coast, but we'll make that for the second guy. That guy's gonna go up into the Gulf. Start of my road. See, what city is this? Monrovia. And this is Freetown, so this is definitely part of Africa. Alright, what's going on here? I need something there. I don't know why I did that. He's supposed to sleep. Alright, we're still doing very well in production, so I want to build my Navy a little bit more, because you never know that. I want to keep the feed going there. Actually, I want to start building armor here, and I'll go ahead and send that armor to this city, and it's just going to be armor only, and they're going to sentry out. I'll do that for the moment. Let me see. Let me see what else I can do up here on the coast. Oh, I've just got all these luscious cities. You think this, like I said, is a lot of fun because you think you've got enough, and then hours later it turns out that you should have built more. Hold on just a moment, please. My phone is ringing. Alright, well that was a spam call, so I'm back in business. Let me see. Let me get everything set up here. Okay, so I was thinking about building something here. Let's go ahead and go for a cruiser. Set and close. We'll do one more destroyer up there, and I'd like another transport. Alright, so down to this guy now. I think he wants to build a road up the other coast. Do I really want to do that? Well, we'll see. Gonna rest these guys there. Oops. I'm pretty quick on the buttons, and sometimes I don't know which guy I'm controlling. Alright, where is this? This looks like Guantanamo. So I'm in still overlooking Cuba there. Alright, we're gonna no production that city. This guy's going, but I'm going to stop him. He's still moving. So I would say in about 20 minutes I'm going to talk about some of the features that we've added to the game and just how to play the interface. I'm going to basically focus on gameplay tonight, and I'll talk about some of the other stuff that we've got going on another time. But I'm going to give it about 20 more minutes, see if people want to come in and watch. And so I'm just going to sit here and play. You know, it's probably better than me just playing the music. Yeah, I'm going to keep building armies here. He's going to load up, and then he's going to head towards these. So what does he want to do? Oh, that's right. I wanted to go down and deal with these. So he's just going to go straight down. The cruiser. So yeah, you've probably caught me pretty early in the game since it's only turn 100. And he's gonna go home. These guys are just gonna sit and wait for somebody to pick them up. They're not producing, are they? He's producing. He doesn't need to do that. That's for sure. Why don't I make a proper transport if I'm doing that? Okay. There goes that. I don't feel the need to build on that at the moment. He's gonna sneak in here. He knows there's units waiting for him. I think that transport's going to load up and go to the west coast. You'll see why when I get there. Alright, looks like he wants to go up there. Alright, my first CB. Alright, he's going to go work the road project. He's gonna head up. Well, we'll see what's going on up there. Okay, CB on that side. Oh, he's run into something. We'll see where he is. Turn. Then he's going to head up the opposite coast. I think I'm going to send this guy over here. So he's picked up 3 armies, and he's going to head. He's going to head behind because I think they're going to head towards South Africa. Start building this road here. Alright, what has he found? Where is this? This is Shignik. I don't know where that is. Boy, this is really the test of geography too. There's 1,100 cities, I think it is, on this map. Something like that. Something to the order of over 1,000. And some of these places I've never heard of. I thought I was good at geography too. And nah. He's gonna head that way. There we go. Finally got our patrol boat who could load instantly, and so he should. Let me go back. And this is great. We have an activate last, so I can go backwards. Oops. Okay. Oh, I messed that up. Anyway, I have an activate last, so I go backwards, and then I should have activated my. Oh, I bet you I picked up the one guy that doesn't have any movement. Okay, he's gonna go ahead and cruise towards the U.S. coast. This guy is gonna pick up another guy on his this way to Los Angeles. Alright, we seem to be really making a lot of engineers here. I wonder if I should tone it down a little bit now, because they're really starting to come out. See, I've got some building there. I'm going to let these go. They're going to work their way down. I think I don't need to pick him up. Okay, I've got one heading there. He's going to head there. I don't know. I enjoyed building roads. I was a sucker for that in Civilization as well. But in Civilization, you can, of course, completely pave the whole planet. Here, it would just take too long. So, once again, what we're going to do in about 10 minutes, I'm going to just kind of actually stop this game for a little bit, focus a little bit on some of the features within the play area, the map, and then I'll probably come back to playing this game. This is a map of the world. It was done by Thoba in the Enhanced Edition, and I have used the converter to convert it, and actually it was helpful because it showed me, like I added this feature last week. Everybody was asking for city labels, and there were a lot of there were some labels that were not coming over properly in the conversion because of EDCE's font set, and so I was able to get that repaired. I was very happy about that. But the labels do add a lot of noise. But it's cool all the same, so you know what you're doing. Alright, I don't know why this guy's dinging. Alright, he's going to run down there. Didn't need to go anywhere. So at about the top of the hour, I'm going to, which is in about 8 minutes, I'm going to stop this game for a moment and just look at the interface a little bit in gameplay and try to identify the places where it has changed over time. Alright, how many infantries do I have here? How long before this guy is produced? So I can continue to do that. I really like this map because you just have a ton of stuff coming at you, and it's interesting since it's a map of the world. It's a lot of fun. Once again, this is a Thoba creation that he had done for the Enhanced Edition, and I have converted it for EDCE. And that map converter is actually in my code area up on the website, and it's a lot of fun. The maps are actually a text-based XML, and that's good. So going forward for the next version, whenever that happens, will be less difficult to convert maps and stuff. And no more binary formats for maps. Actually, the same is true for all the files. I don't save anything in binary at all now. It is all text. And the games themselves that are used in multiplayer, let's see how I can do here, are encrypted. And but they're all in text. So I have, here I'll pan out a little bit here, I have conquered South America, Looks like I just landed on the west coast of Africa. I'm still looking for the one AI player who's in this. This map is really large. It's, let me see. Where's my game rules? I'm always moving things around, so I never quite know. So the map is 365 by 205. I'm basically just playing not a lot of rules. I didn't play Capital Kill tonight. I often play this Capital Kill because it's so big. But I do have the harsh supply on, and so it's the tough supply rules. In fact, now all of a sudden I'm looking at my supply and it's down to 4. So I'm going to have to cut off some of these infantry productions. But I'm not going to do that yet. So let's see. He's going to move on that way. He's going to pick up somebody else and try again. Alright, this guy's heading to Los Angeles. And you know, I didn't make a mistake, did I? And leave this guy producing infantry? I did. Oh, that's such a sin. And I always do that. So yeah, in a couple minutes I'm gonna just stop this game for a little bit. I am gonna come back to it. Believe me, this is hours and hours of play here that I can do with this. Alright, we're just gonna kind of mosey up Africa a little bit there and blow up a few cities. Alright. Okay, alright, so actually I didn't need to make that transport, but you can never not have enough transports. And I probably should have gone ahead and carried that guy. It looks like my cat is starting to wake up, so I wouldn't be surprised if it joined in the conversation at some point. We'll see. He struggled there for that one city. It's like my 4th time attacking it. Alright, I'm gonna start cutting these off. I think we're getting down to it. Okay. Yeah. All right. Let's see where we are. Okay, this is probably a good stopping spot for the moment, so I can talk about the game in general, because I just realized, I mean, I've been meaning to stream for a while, and I just realized that my header was still talking about version BAC, and this version, actually my testers haven't seen this yet. This is version BAP. So we have advanced from C to P on this. A lot of letters on the alphabet, some of which has been advancement with hot fixes, because I've had some guys doing email work, and I've been wanting to get it cranked out fast for them so that they could you know, verify that those things were working with the issues that they were encountering in email play. I'm very pleased with how the email play has gone. It's actually been quite complicated because it also has a unit mod in it too, and that's added all sorts of good problems that we've had to take care of. It's really been very productive, and the testers have done a great job, and they've got a lot of patience, let me tell you, because we've encountered some problems that we probably shouldn't have encountered or should have been caught earlier. I don't know, some of those things, but it's really hard to test all of the facets of this game, and he's gonna skip that. He wants to get as far up the coast as he can, and so it's, see, he's never going to make it, so he's going to give up there and just take Africa for the moment. Okay, see, I'm having too much fun. I just want to keep playing this, but I really need to show you guys something. So here I'm going to save and exit. There, I'm out. Okay, good. So here we are. Welcome to the stream again, and this is Empire Deluxe Combined Edition for anybody that doesn't know. Like I said, it's version BAP, which has not been released to my testers. So if any testers are looking, they're still on BAO. But this particular version I'm playing right now, I did upload to Steam. And I've been playing, a lot of my testing has been going on Steam for the past week, because it's, and when I say testing, just play testing, because it's been a good good way to test both things. This is the Windows PC version. I've got, you know, we have a Linux version, we have a Mac version. Speaking of Steam, the big news is that the build has now been approved. I actually have received today the keys that will go to the Kickstarter backers, and basically there's just the logistical issue now of setting up all the links on itch, getting all the keys to the backers with the links so they can have both the Steam keys and the DRM free links so that they can play as they wish. When I do that, the game will be in what we consider early access on Steam. It will still be a beta-like product for the backers, and they can play it if they choose. And if they find issues with it, then they can report those issues to me, and I'm probably going to get swamped at first. We'll see, because right now we have a little over 36 people that have looked at it and tweaked it and talked about it and asked for features, asked for changes, asked for asked for things to get fixed, all sorts of stuff. And that process has gone on now since the middle of September, and as I say over and over, I'm very happy with where it's gone, and I really feel good about this game. I feel much better about this product at its point of release than I did with the Enhanced Edition. I feel with the Enhanced Edition, I was very pushed for time. I wanted to get it out. I was also less experienced, I guess, in putting out something like this, and I felt the stability was not as good as it should have been for a little while. Fortunately, it picked up pretty good, and as everybody can see, it's been supported for, you know, a dozen or so years. So I've really enjoyed that, working on that, and I really enjoy this product. This product's, I'm very happy with this, and I still play it a lot. I'm not burned out, and that's a really good sign for me. So the next couple of weeks are going to be really crazy, because the game is going to end up getting out to the public. The game is going to end up getting out to all the backers before that. And then it's just the Pandora's box is open and it's out of control, and we'll see what comes out of it. And so I'm just looking forward to it all. Okay, so here we are with the game, and I said that today I was just going to kind of look at, try to focus on what's been different since I've been doing all those streams, since BAC, what has changed. I don't have a good software change list. Things were moving too fast. I didn't want to worry about maintaining one of those. So, so I'm not really going to focus on the setup tonight either, except to just set up a game. It has definitely changed. The testers really worked me hard over the presentation. I'm not 100% satisfied with the setup, but haven't come up with a better solution. So we're going to go with this one. And I don't think the world builder really matters, so I'm going to actually choose the 311. No, I'll just go with the simple. Why not? This is a pretty big map for testing. I'll actually I'm going to play solo, so it doesn't matter what I choose. Let's see. So if I play solo, I'm going to get rid of this guy, basically because I want to look at the features of the game. And so I'm not going to worry about an AI for a little bit, and we're just going to run through a bunch of stuff. So I really don't need any of this stuff. I guess I don't need to do harsh supply or limited resources for this guy. I might do limited resources just so you can see some of the stuff that happens. And there we go. So yeah, I'm not going to focus on the setup, even though there's a lot to focus there. But we'll do another stream or something. We'll look at what they've done with the setup. This is my current name, Crumbly. And don't ask me why, I don't know. Okay, so what has changed? Well, a lot has changed. We have more commands down here, and we have our info bar on the right. And actually, I have it, you can see I can click it so we can expose more of the buttons here. This is all the way extended at the moment. I can close it off. It's mostly on defaults. But it's not completely on defaults. And of course, you know, if nobody has seen this before, you press the sort button, and then you can switch these around if you want. You take and you put them there, and vice versa, and all that stuff. So a lot of these commands have been seen. Some of these commands are new, and we're going to look at them. So once again, mouse wheel can zoom in and out. You also have zoom keys over here if you really want to use them. And let's see, how should I approach this? Why don't I just work a couple of turns. Let me build some armor here real quick. Alright, so there we go. And there goes my cat too. And he's probably curious where his food is. So we'll see if I can't lock him out. Good, he's on his way, so he's not going to bother us. Okay, so here we go. I'm just going to work around and search for a minute and see. When it's all solitaire with only one player, you're really not too worried about being very efficient. You just kind of want to find stuff. So why don't we go ahead and explore him. See, once again, you can see I've got all the control buttons. The buttons at the bottom are focused upon units and their actions. The buttons on the side are focused on information and toggling of data. You know, turning displays off, like for example right now you can see my armor unit has his readiness bar on here on the right of the icon, and I can toggle it and it's now off. Here, let me station it, make him stationary. So you can see that that's toggling on and off. I have other toggles, which is, if we look at our city over here, we know the efficiency is 100, and I can toggle that on and off. I've added city names, and so you can toggle those on and off. And as you saw from that world map with where all the cities are crowded close together, they get it gets busy. But that's why you have a toggle. Let's see, what other toggles do I have? This here is a toggle for patrols. I'm sorry, for convoys, and this is the toggle for patrols. So if I were to take this guy and go down here and find the patrol command, and all of these buttons on the right and on the bottom are you can bind them to hotkeys, but I have not bound anything to hotkeys yet. We'll look at that as we go around the horn. But I'm looking at the toggles at the moment. Let me set up a quick patrol. He's going to go back and forth from here to here. There he goes. And see, if I turn this on, we can see what his patrol looks like. And if you actually select him, his patrol gets more solid. So that's the patrol. So we've assigned that guy a job. Let's go look around and see what we can see. Okay. Oh, there's just like no cities on this map. What happened? Ah, there's a city right there. All right. So now I have 1, 2, 3, 4 units. I have one that's floating around. We have some interesting commands here as far as the queue processing, because you have a complex way of how units get put into a queue every turn, and then you filter through that queue in order to play a unit. And so we have a bunch of commands here. We have down here at the bottom, we have the wait one, which means he's going to skip his turn. Oops, except he was on. Okay, well let me get rid of all the explorers because I put everybody on explore. So I'll go to group mode and draw a box here, nice big box, and I'm just going to clear their orders. There we go. Okay, so now their orders are clear. So I have this one, the 4th armor, and if I wait one, which is this command, the 3rd armor will get to go, and I'll move him a couple, and then we're back to the 4th armor. And this is really good when they're in a bind and you want the other unit to go first. And now the queue processing tries to get them according to how close they are. It's all in proximity to each other, and the queue is constantly getting resorted and that sort of thing. But wait one works a lot. Sometimes it doesn't work exactly the way you would want it. And I've always thought about adding a wait two, but that hasn't. And of course, skip means we're going to skip his turn. We have, but another nice command we have is if I were to accidentally send this guy over here, okay, and I'm like, oh no, I didn't want to do that, then we have what we call the activate last command, which is just, I'm going to press the key and there he is. Now, he's already moved this turn, but I could clear his orders or something so he doesn't cause more problems the next turn and move away. So this is really good when you make a mistake and all of a sudden the map takes you somewhere else, because now you're going to process units in another area, and instead of having to go around and fish for this unit that got lost, you have to you get to just pull the queue, pull back in the queue, and it actually keeps a history, so I can go back a few moves and look and see what the last unit I moved was. Alright, so here we are, a new turn. What other processing commands are there? Well, there's deactivate unit. That's not very hard to understand. And then, of course, there's activate last once again. Or if you deactivate, then you can go back and hit the continue button. And that'll do it. Hold on just a moment for a short, quick break here. Alright, my apologies for that. And here we are. Okay, so that's some of the command queues. I also showed you the group mode. As you see at the bottom, these commands are the commands that you can use in group mode. You can tell them all to Explorer, to Sentry, to Home. I think I've shown this before. And we have the dig in command. If they have the appropriate movement, they will do that. If they don't, they won't. And so let's see, what else have we added in unit commands. I think I've shown the convoy before. a lot of this stuff is pretty stable. We have the auto load. The auto load was actually in, but it was in the options here. And the auto load basically is like the old, let me fire up a transport, the old internet edition. So let me send these guys over here. All right. Now, right now, auto load is off. So when he leaves the city, nothing gets loaded. Now, if I come down here and I turn auto load on, and that's not just for this unit, that's for every transport unit. Now, when it leaves, it will have units in it. Now, also, when it docks, the units are activated and they're able to leave. Oops. And so that's the auto load. See, now I only have one unit that was in there, and there he is. I can skip him, and he gets loaded again when he comes out. So that's auto load, but that's on for every ship. It's not, or every transporter. It's not a optional thing. But it seemed to work for units, so I put it down here on the unit bar. I think I've shown most of these other commands. The convoy command, once again, we were talking about toggles earlier. The convoy command basically takes it from here to here. We'll just do that. He can set them all, I don't care. And so then this guy's gonna come back around and he gets picked up again. And when it's empty, it goes back to pick up another guy. So that's basically the convoy command. And like I was saying with the toggles, you can toggle this on and off. So that's, but see, with the unit commands, I'm trying to think if there's anything else down here that we have not ever covered before. Oh, down over here, I have this little feature somebody wanted me to put in, this little innocuous DB button. If you have a unit that is active, okay, which here in the active display down here, you click on the DB button and you get a lot of information about that unit. And so that's it. Oh, it says my stream is unstable. There we go. And so you get some scanning information. You get some combat information up here, the unit description, and that sort of thing. So that's been added if you wanted to look up stuff on the unit. Also here, we had the descriptions are added in the production window. But so that's the DB button on the active display. Okay, so let's look at the information bar on the right. A lot of these keys I think have been in for quite a while. Like I said, there's the city names are new. Just came out in the version before this one. I do believe, maybe 2 back. And most of these commands are known. Basically, oh yes, I forgot. I added this too, and this is new, and this is because I don't use it a lot. But I have added map labels. So here's your map label list, and here we can select a location to add. So let me see this. I'll select this location here. If I wanted to cancel it, I could cancel it with this button at the lower right. If I don't want to cancel it, then I click here, and then I can set the label. Here is a location, and set that. And then here's I can center on it. I can edit it. Yep. Okay, and that that will change it. It's got its location. I can center on it, and you can see you can't add a lot of text and have it displayed. but you can edit it down, and this should display a little bit better. There we go. So very short terms, but you can make notes on locations. Now they do cover up the map pretty good, so they're more useful for things like, okay, well, here I have let me get rid of this one and let me select another one, and over here and I can say go here, and that's going to be the focus of my assault. Or maybe I think the enemy is over there. I don't know. A lot of people ask for these labels, and I'm not really sure exactly how they use them, but there they are. And they do not toggle. So you, well, actually they do. I'm sorry. I'll take that back. They do toggle, and so you can show them and hide them. And once again, when you scroll out, they can really start to cover up stuff. But once again, you can just kind of hide them up there. So let's see what else, since the reports is giving us a lot of stuff. A lot of people have seen the graph already. This is one of my old favorites. We had a bug with it, but managed to fix that. I was really upset that I was going to have to change to a different graph type, but that seems to have worked out. So I'm happy about that. I don't know why my stream is having trouble. Alright, it's back. Anyway, so there's that. Let's see what else we have in the reports. I have recon and combat reports here, and we have the area recon and area combat, and those are back to being new. So basically with area combat or area recon, they're basically going to show you what is available in the area that you're viewing. The map won't scroll or change. Okay, so there's that. Basically the other stuff, I think a lot of this has been seen. Up here at the top, once again, you have all these commands are bindable through hotkeys, and that's good. And I'm looking at my stream is falling further back, so it's interesting to watch, but we'll see. We'll see if it can catch up. Anyway, but so you can basically take any report, you can click on a key, you can either erase it or you can hit it and save them. So there you go. And then we have that's about it for the keys. One thing I do keep wanting to show you guys is the options menu here, and something you can do is that the info buttons can switch sides. Here it says with this checked, you can have them on the right side. If you put them over there, they go to the left. So right and left for that. The continue and break can be switched, so you can put them on that side as opposed to this side. And of course, when that happens, your info box ends up on the lower left corner. So it's all a matter of preference for what people want to do, and of course the controls can be hidden or shown, and the info box can be hidden or shown as well, although I didn't have anything exciting in the info box at the time I hit it. But there you go. So those are kind of the interface features that have been added to the game, and how the interface has changed. The key binding has really worked great as far as fast play goes, and it's been really nice. And yeah, so that's where we are. I can see that my stream is sort of recovering, And hopefully I haven't lost you guys. And so I'm going to exit this game. But if anybody has any questions or anybody wants to see more of something, let me know. Otherwise, I'm going to play my big game that I was playing. As you can see, I've got all sorts of games here going on. This is the game we were just testing. I can get rid of that. And I think this is my world map, the last one that I was playing. So I'm just going to play through this, and feel free to ask me any questions if you wish. And I'll probably play for, probably another 45 minutes, maybe an hour, and we'll see. Hopefully the stream didn't get too botched up by the by whatever hiccups were going on. Oh, and I have my info button on the left side, and that's not me, so I can put it over there. And I want the continue break on the right side, so or on the left side, so I don't have to save that. Actually, those are instant changes. And so yeah, I'm just gonna play for a little while. All right, we're working this road here. All right, and I think I've finished that. He's going to work on a road. He's going to work on a road. And I think this guy's going to head up that way. Oh, that was a mistake. So I do my wait once here to get these guys all ordered in a more sensible way. And yes, he finally takes that. Okay, this guy is not needed there, so he's going to head towards where the big road is being built. Send somebody out there. The Yucatan there. I didn't realize I was that far south. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and start making something happen in Africa here. So I've got these three. Looks like I need to go here first. This is producing these bombers. I'm going to go ahead and make a path to here. Got that. That's good. Alright. So we get to pick that group up. Hoping for a little better luck than that. he's going to hang out down here so that he can do these other. Alright, so he's the next to journey on up there. This guy's gonna start, he's gonna load till full and then he'll head north. How many more units do I have? 2 other infantry in there. He's gonna run towards that. And this is Bajor. Okay. That we've got the tip of Florida covered. I suspect that was Hawaii. Looking good. Alright, nothing there that I want to build at the moment. I guess he's going to move on up this way too. Conquest of Europe is imminent. So I'm going to sit there and continue the attack Africa. I really need to send something towards Asia in a minute. So this is going to probably do it. Put one guy in there. I think that's where that ship's gonna go. Nothing there. He's gonna fall back, and he was gonna move on. Assets over to Africa. I might be able to make that jump. we could actually show our distance feature to measure it. We can use this to go here and do a measuring tape here, and it is 20. So that's decent enough. This one is 18, so if I take this city here, which is Dakar West, if I take that, then I'll be able to send fighters over there if I had to. That's good to know. See, he's going to move. Oh, I've got one engineer, so I can't take that one city. What's going on over here? So I'm just pushing this guy up. I'm not going to strike that. They're going to move on up. And no good for that. He's going to go here because they're going to want to go to Africa. And I think I'm ready to not build engineers in this place anymore. Nope, not gonna do it. Hold on just a minute. Once again, phone is ringing. There we go. Took care of that. Let's see if I send him straight over. Let's see if he makes it in any condition. He's going to go down because he's going to want to cross. Okay. I'm gonna resist. Well, I could use that. Alright, so really curious where the AI player is. His turns are taking a little bit of time, but it's obvious we're still quite separated. Check my production here. Like these engineers, I don't need any more there. And he'll be the last one I build there. Him up so I can start working on that area. Alright, he's gonna go no production. And move those engineers up. Okay, so he's completely filled up now. And I think we want to go and venture over here. Still no luck. There. My engineers have successfully mustered up there. Alright, so oops, see, here we go. I made a mistake. I did not drag my map, and I sent him west 2. So what I want to do is, okay, actually I have missed a spot down there, but I can send this guy down there. And so this guy or is it this guy? Yeah, he's moved west 2. He's going to go on over here. Okay, he's going to catch it up over there. He'll grab that one. Really looks like my stream is having a very difficult time tonight keeping up. So my apologies for that. think. Alright, there's one. This is Point Hope. I want him to go up that way. Actually, I want him to go up there too. Good there. He's gonna wait. Let me pull this guy out. He's gonna load what he can. Okay, ready for another transport worth. Gibraltar. Still no sign of the bad guys in Europe, so I wonder if he's in Asia. So we're out of units there, so we're going to advance our loading here. We're going to fly to Africa. Look like the edge of the map there. looks like I'm going to need to produce a few more units. See, now all of a sudden I'm at -8 though. Well, let's turn on some of these oil wells. Alright, that'll do it. And if I set him to infantry, we'll see what that does for me. All those engineers are going to okay, there we go. I've got 3 ARs building there. That's because I've doubled the AR production. I don't think I need to do that anymore. In fact, I'm not going to produce any until I get that next transport. Alright, he looks like he's heading straight for South Africa or so. I think he's going to head up the coastline. I'm just going to start taking stuff. Auto load on, do I? I do. Okay. Not my style. Okay. No production there. That's interesting. So he's got this one random shallow square out there. That's fascinating. All right, this is going to help in our quest to find the AI. I should have another satellite coming online shortly. Just about got the road on this side of the continent belt. Okay, and I want to prep unload all on this. So he's going to go here. He's going to jump in there. And my engineers are going to go that way so that they can start the build. And that makes me think that I want to make sure I build a CB over here so I can build a land bridge over Panama. Okay. Explains why things are popping out there. Alright, no production for that. He's kind of stuck, so he's going to go up there. That's the thing, is we try to add different styles of play for everybody, and if you looked at the Kickstarter update, we had 4 different styles of play. Now I like to play what I call quick play, which basically is well, you can read the explanation, but you basically, it's the fastest way to go through units, and as you can see I still make mistakes with the touches rather, but then you have the Empire Deluxe Enhanced Edition type of play with the line draw, and then here you can either, when you click on a friendly unit, you can select it instead of move towards it, or here you can move towards it rather than select, and this quick play is kind of a hybrid of those two. So people are going to have different ways to play. And I've tried to facilitate that somewhat. I'm sure some people still are going to be frustrated with not being able to find the way they want to play. And Spain is looking very approachable at the moment. Okay, where is this? Is this La Paz? So we're going to take that. He's going to go there. So we're getting at the lower part of Baja now. So I fear he's in Asia. That's a long trek for a satellite, though. Let's move the satellite up there towards the Atlantic. There's another aircraft unit. I think he can make it all the way across there. Alright, and here's yet another transport. Going to move over here. I'm not sure what to do with these guys, so I'm going to move them around there. Oh yes, and he's going to go up here. I have one left, so he's going to try to take that, which he successfully does. He's loading. Guys, I'm just going to clear this guy's orders so that he'll load, and then he's heading that way. And this guy is going to take over the loading position. I'll put him on load till full. These guys are going to build a road on this direction. Oh, and I left that guy there, so I'm going to have to pick him up. You know, and I can't tell if my stream is any good or not. So I may call it here, because it's just churning. Let me see if I can see my stream before I continue on. Yeah, there it is. It's up. So I guess it's okay, because I can see it according to this one. Okay. See, because the dashboard is telling me that things aren't working right. Alright, where am I here? But they do appear to be, from what I can see. So I will play a little longer. There we go. this is nice. You can load till full in a city, and it will wait for a unit. Gotta take Orlando. There we go. Excellent. So, how should I dispatch this guy? He's probably best off just following over here, I think. Go, we have loaded, and then we can execute. There's a, let's see, I wouldn't know where to send it yet. Okay. Yeah, I don't think that Twitch dashboard works quite the way it should. He's gonna no, he's gonna go there. another satellite. This one I will send to Asia. I sure do have a lot of cruisers in that, so I'm going to move this guy around. All these engineers now. He's going to head that way. He's going to wait for units. They're going to conquer. Let's switch him to armor. He'll go attack Alabama. Starting all of a sudden get more cities. But I don't need to produce quite so much. Okay, looks like I've got most of the oil wells, definitely the ones in this area. Well, he's having better luck than he was before. Oops, that was a mistake. Try to look to full on that. I've got 2 here. So we're really taking these islands, and I think that's really helped improved our movement. I'm going to start making some long-term plans here. I think we want armor in these 2, and then I'm going to want them come up in here. And actually I want to make sure they sentry when they get there. battleships. I'm going to send one on that side, and the other one's going to join this fleet so I can figure out where the bad guys are. Just keep marching up. Oh, he's out already, huh? Pick up some guys on his way up there. This guy's going to go ahead and move up. And he'll load till full. Still no sign of him. Let's see how much I've explored. I have only explored 17% of the planet. Would have seen if he had gotten to the bottom parts of North America yet, or the bottom parts of Europe. I think I would have seen him. So I'm guessing he's in Asia somewhere. But we'll see. Yeah. Alright, so I just lost my sound. Why did I lose my sound? What happened there? Oh, there's sound. Oh, I bet you the sound's working, but my headphones are not, because I had to use my crummy headphones tonight. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I still want to do more infantry in this area. So it looks like I can group these guys. Send them over there and send this guy over there too. He's going to head up north. So we're done hitting this area. This guy's going to go up there. Picked up a few things. He's going to head this way. And he's going to do a load till full. Excellent. Ooh, wow, a lot of luck this turn. He's only got 3, so he's going to come around here and pick these guys up. Good old San Diego. All right, we're gonna start 41 still. Start sending people to the center of Africa there. Take a look at my world map when it's my turn. Let's see where we are. All right. Oh, I got all the way to Alaska. How about that? Yeah. All the way to Alaska there. Oops, that's right. You can't drag this, but this is how you move it. So he must be here in Asia, I would think, which is going to make for an awesome siege game, trying to get a foothold in Europe and maybe on the East Asia side and try to work him in. That would be a lot of fun and probably take me another 6 or 7 or 8 or 9 hours to do. But I think I'm going to cut the stream here. It was kind of crazy, but I'm going to do a few more before and after release, and so we'll see how it goes, and hopefully very soon you will get to stream if you want, for those of you that have been playing. So I think I am going to call it, and I will save and exit out of this, get back to my front screen, and once again, it's very exciting about the launch. We're gonna see this game extremely soon, and I look forward to seeing you guys.